Join us on an inspiring journey of a man who defied the odds and went on to build an incredible business empire. This is the story of how a high school dropout, Francois Pinault, took over a small lumber business from his father and turned it into Kering, one of the world's most successful luxury goods conglomerates. The video takes you through Francois Pinault's journey, from his early days working in his father's lumber business to his bold move of buying a small, struggling fashion house, Gucci. With his strategic vision and business acumen, Pinault transformed Gucci into a global luxury brand and expanded Kering's portfolio to include other iconic brands like Saint Laurent, Balenciaga, and Alexander McQueen. Through interviews with Pinault's colleagues, industry experts, and archival footage, this video offers an in-depth look into the mind of a master entrepreneur. Discover the secrets of Pinault's success and learn how he turned his passion for fashion and luxury goods into a multi-billion-dollar business empire. So without any further delay, let's get started. It's not easy to go from a high school dropout to one of the world's wealthiest men, but that's exactly what Francois Pinault did. As a child, he supposedly helped feed Allied airmen hiding out near his family's home during the German occupation of France. One day, upon returning home, a German patrol grabbed him and brutally beat his father to get some information. But neither of them opened their mouths, and Francois not even batted an eyelid as he was developing the traits of determination, recklessness, and contempt for authority that would make him France's wealthiest man and most successful corporate raider until he was in his 70s. Francois was born on August 21, 1936, in the relatively humble area of Côte d'Amour, Brittany, to a family of small-time timber traders. He dropped out of school at the age of 16 without a qualification to his name and joined the family firm to help make ends meet. He stayed there for over a decade before deciding to strike out on his own in 1962. At the age of 27, Les Établissements, Francois Pinault was a small timber company that was doing moderately well, and within a decade, Francois had set his sights on expansion. He began buying up various small undervalued firms, and in the process he built a thriving business of his own. As time went on, Francois's acquisition endeavors escalated, and the French government began heavily subsidizing entrepreneurs to buy up companies that were on the verge of bankruptcy. While firmly established in the timber business when he began, Francois's targets shifted as the years progressed. Lumber manufacturers gave way to construction materials, suppliers, and paper suppliers, and in the early 1900s, Francois acquired the French department store chain Au Printemps, giving rise to the Pinault Printemps Group. 2 years later, after a merger with La Redoute, the group was renamed again, this time for Pinault Printemps Redoute. Francois was a multimillionaire, and his company was clearly headed toward becoming one of the largest luxury goods groups in the world. Of course, no one amasses that kind of wealth in a single generation, unless they're doing something right. And if there's one thing to take away from this article, it's that Francois is so good at making money that it's almost scary. Louis Vuitton, Moshe, Hennessy's Bernard Arnault. In 1999, LVMH was already the world's leader in the luxury goods market, and Bernard wanted to add once grand Italian brand Gucci to his ample luxury portfolio. Gucci, however, was not interested, and after Bernard launched a hostile takeover, they desperately turned to Francois as a somewhat improbable white knight. L'Établissement Francois Pinault was founded by Francois in 1962, long after PPR had progressed from its timber trading days and was clearly set on the glamorous path to luxury goods. Having graduated from HEC Business School in Paris and serving an economic posting with the French consulate in LA, the 25-year-old François-Henri, the son of Francois Pinault, felt the pull of his father's business empire and returned to France in 1987 to begin working in the company's lower echelons. Fast forward to 1999, and Francois had just transformed PPR into a multi-brand luxury goods group. After 4 years of producing not-so-satisfactory results, Francois knew that a change was necessary. At that time, his son François-Henri was relatively not known in the industry, and he spent most of his career in the muddier outposts of his father's empire. But things turned overnight when Francois called his son and told him about his decision of stepping down, leaving the reins of the business in his hands. François-Henri recalled this incident when he used to go to work, and his subordinates would often say to him, You're the boss, so you should go to the boss's office. Francois's father, Pinot Sr., had apparently come to work early and had moved out of his office into his son's. It was funny and dramatic and surreal. I never expected it to happen so fast. I was still only 40 years old and my father was 66 and in great shape, full of plans for PPR, he said. At the time when François-Henri took over the control, Gucci, led by Tom Ford and Domenico de Sole, was doing pretty badly, and other affiliated brands were losing money badly. To cope with this, in 2004, François-Henri made some controversial decisions to restore the brand's lost glory. In a series of making effective decisions and proving himself as a worthy successor, he rebranded PPR as Kering, and its icon became an owl, representing wisdom, change, and knowledge. Tom Ford was a huge star at the time, and many in the fashion industry believed that if he were to leave Gucci, the brand would be doomed forever. It was a difficult decision for François-Henri to fire Ford, but he saw where the company had gone wrong and made sure it wouldn't happen again. As of right now, François-Henri is on the verge of unprecedented success. His fortune is estimated to be over $13 billion per year, and his company has expanded to become a major global luxury group. Its extraordinary portfolio of brands includes Yves Saint Laurent, Balenciaga, Gucci, Bottega Veneta, and Alexander McQueen. François-Henri is a man of many hats: pharmaceutical equipment salesman, military serviceman, husband to Salma Hayek, and father of 4. His ambitions for the future are just as lofty as they have ever been, and he is committed to leading not only Kering but also other companies, including his competitors, to a greener and more renewable future. Given that the fashion industry is the second largest consumer of the world's water supply, there is certainly a lot of room for improvement. It makes no sense to pit purpose against profit. There's plenty of evidence to show that sustainable companies enjoy better performances, and sustainability is a business opportunity, said François-Henri. So, that's a wrap to this video. We hope that you would have enjoyed it. Of course, it's impossible to cover everything in a single video. So if you know more interesting facts, then make sure to comment on them down below. Also, do suggest what we should cover in our next video. Please make sure to subscribe to this channel and press the bell icon so you never miss any video from us. See you in the next video. Thank you for watching.